Hello friends, welcome to Awdhesh Academy. Friends, today I am going to tell you some of the books which you must study for the civil services examination. Now, in today's lecture, we are not only talking about the books, but also the different sources of learning. It will include online material, websites, books, notes, and all that. So once you go through this course, once you go through this particular lesson, you will have the full idea about the books which you must use for the civil services preparation. So let us first know what are the broad topics of the civil services examination. Now these topics are economy, then we have plans, policy, schemes and projects which are launched by the central government as well as the state governments, then bills and acts, environment, agriculture and geography, then science and technology, then history and culture, international relations, then polity and constitution, ethics, integrity and aptitude, essays, then CSAT Paper 2, and finally the current affairs. Let me give you some general tips about the methods of preparing for civil services. First, that you must start your preparation from NCERT books. These books are best for clearing your concepts. Then you should underline the important portion while you are reading the books, because that will differentiate the important from the non-important. Thereafter, you go for second reading, and in the second reading what you should do is that you must make the notes in your own words. So once you have made the notes, you must revise only by using the notes. One good strategy is to read something of everything and develop a broad idea of the subjects. So you must develop the habit of reading newspapers and know something of everything whatever is going on. Then you must read everything of those chapters which are more important for the civil services point of view. You will find that every chapter from the syllabus is not given equal importance for the civil services examination. Some chapters are more important, and particularly you must remember that these chapters which are in the news or those which are in the current affairs section, those chapters are more likely to be asked during the civil services examination. So there you must have more focus. Then don't use too many books, because if you use too many books, you will get confused and you will not be able to cover the syllabus. Use one book as a reference book and then supplement that with other sources. Let me first start with current affairs. Now, current affairs are very important for us, because not only that the questions directly related to current affairs are asked, but even in the other topics. For example, when you are talking about say geography, when you are talking about polity, when you are talking about other issues, for example, ethics, integrity and aptitude, you will find that the questions which are pertinent to the current affairs, means those which are in news for, let us say, last 1 or 2 years, the chapter pertaining to those are more important for the civil services examination. So once you are familiar with the current affairs, you also know which chapters are more important for your final preparation. So for this, you must develop the habit of reading the newspaper, particularly The Hindu is the most important newspaper for civil services aspirants. Then you can watch the debates on the TV, particularly the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha TV, and you must make, you must get access of different notes by different coaching institutes who provide you the current affair information. So that also can be an important source. Now let's go to another very important topic of the civil service examination, that is history. For history, a brief history of modern India by Spectrum publication, then history of modern India by Bipin Chandra, then India's struggle for independence by Bipin Chandra. Then for another book is India's Ancient Past by R.S. Sharma, and History of Medieval India by Satish Chandra. So these are the list of books which you can refer for the purpose of history. Now let's go to Indian arts and culture. For Indian arts and culture, the book for class 11th NCERT, that is an introduction of Indian art, is extremely useful to clear the concept and get you into the right mindset. Here you must study the chapter which are relating to culture in ancient and medieval India. Then Center for Cultural Resources and Training, that is CCRT material, is also very useful. Then Heritage Craft, Living Crafts Tradition of India by NCERT. That is also very useful. Then another very useful book is by A.L. Bhasin, that is The Wonder That Was India. And another book is Indian Art and Culture by Nitin Singhania. So these are some of the book suggestions as far as the Indian art and culture is concerned. Now let's come to the topic agriculture and geography. In this particular topic, the class 11th NCERT book, Fundamentals of Physical Geography, is extremely useful. Another NCERT book of class 11th is India, Physical Environment. And then we come to the 12th NCERT book, that is Fundamentals of Human Geography and India, People and Economy. So these are the important books as far as the NCERT is concerned. As far as the other books are concerned, these books are Certificate Physical and Human Geography by G.C. Leong, then Geography of India by Majid Hussain, and then you can use Oxford School Atlas for more practice and identifying the places. Let us now come to the very important section of civil services examination, that is polity. In case of polity, the NCERT books on civics, political science and sociology are particularly useful. As far as the complete syllabus coverage is concerned, the best book is Lakshmikant, that is Indian Polity for Civil Services Examination, and this is the most popular book, and that is really worth reading. And that is the book which you should use for civil services preparation or in connection with polity. Now let us come to the books which are relating to economy. As far as Indian economy is concerned, NCERT books of course are extremely important. So you can study the books of NCERT class 12th, which are pertaining to microeconomics and microeconomics, and then NCERT class 11th book of Indian economic development is also very, very useful. Other than that, you can also study the NCERT book for class 9th and 10th relating to economics to clear your concept. Then we can go for the book of Indian economy by Ramesh Singh, and we should also have the knowledge of the Indian budget and economic survey documents. These are exhaustive documents and their summaries are generally published in the newspapers, so that also we can refer. So economic survey should not be read in totality. That's a very huge document. Rather, you should have a selective reading for prelims perspective and little more exhaustive reading for the mains perspective. And of course, the most important source for current affairs and the latest development in economy is the Hindu. Let us now talk about the plans, policy schemes and projects which are launched by the Government of India and the state government from time to time. For this, as far as the central government is concerned, India 2018, which is a reference annual paper backed by the Publication Division of Government of India, this is basically quite a useful book. Here you can know about all the government schemes which has been launched, but I will advise you that as far as knowing the current position is concerned, you can go to the respective ministry's website and there you can get the latest information. Then you can do the newspaper reading where you can get the plan, policy and schemes. And then Press Information Bureau's website is also very useful source for getting the appropriate information in this connection. And then you can find the updated information on different government websites. So please visit those websites and update your knowledge. Let us now talk about the preparation for science and technology. For this, the general science books of class 9th and class 10th standards are quite adequate. Then you can read Hindu, and in Hindu you can note down and read about the latest scientific terms, discoveries and invention which are frequently mentioned in the news, because those terms may be asked as far as the civil services examination is concerned. Then another book is Ashok Singh book, which is by McGraw-Hill publication, and this book is Science and Technology in India. So this book is also extremely useful. Now let's talk about environment. As far as the environment is concerned, the NCERT book for class 11th chemistry is extremely useful, and particularly in this book there is a chapter on environmental chemistry that you should study. Then environmental book by Shankar IS is also useful, and then as far as environmental studies from crisis to cure, this book is concerned. This book is written by Raj Gopalan. This is useful, and another important book is Environment for Civil Services Prelims and Mains by Khuller. So these are the books which you can study for environmental subject. Let me now tell you about how to prepare for international affairs. Now, international affairs is basically a very fluid matter, and you will not find many books which can be directly referred over here. The best source is, of course, the newspapers. So the editorials in the Hindu and the Indian Express are quite useful, and particularly the write-ups by the writers like C. Rajmohan and Suhasini Haider. So please read those articles, and those will be quite useful for the international affairs. Then you can get a lot of information from the official website of Ministry of External Affairs, and also you can get useful information from IDSA website. This is also a very important source for information. In addition, there are debates on Rajya Sabha TV, particularly for the programs India's World, the Big Picture, and so this also you can watch and note down the points, and that will also be quite useful for your preparation for the international affairs. Now, in respect of the current affairs, you must study the Hindu, then India yearbook, Manorama yearbook. Then you must find out the online material which is updated on most of the websites which are pertaining to civil services preparation. Then you have Unacademy, then Civil Daily, and then Forum IS, and then you can have Clear IS current affairs capsules which are providing you monthly MCQs. So those are also a very good sources as far as preparation of current affairs is concerned. But please remember that current affairs is not only important for current affairs sake, but also it is important because all sections, whether it's polity or history or geography or any other topic, normally the questions which has been in news or relevant for last couple of years or last 1 or 2 years will be more likely to be asked than those chapters for which the matter has not been relevant in last couple of years. Let us now come to ethics, integrity and aptitude. Now this is a very, very important subject, and this is a very, very important topic for you because it covers full 250 marks for General Studies paper 4. And this course is based on your conceptual knowledge, your knowledge of the working of the civil services, and your ability to solve the real life problem. So for this, I will recommend that you should study from Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude for Civil Services Examination by G. Subba Rao and P. N. Roy Chaudhary. This book is extremely useful. The only problem is that this book is quite huge because it is running into almost 800 pages, and each page is having almost 500 words. So it's roughly 4 lakh words book. So maybe you have to skip a couple of lessons over there. Another very important source is you can join the course of Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude on this academy, that is Awdhesh Academy itself, where we have covered the entire syllabus in around 120 video lessons, and we also give you the practice questions, and you can also do the MCQ after each lesson, and all the videos are available in Hindi and English. So this is also a very, very important source of preparation for Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude. Now let us come to essays. Essays are very, very important because it consists of full 250 marks, and this is something where you can really score very good marks if you know how to write essay. For this, the book I will suggest is by Pulkit Khare, who is an IAS officer who got rank 5 in the civil services examination. And this book is Essay for Civil Services, Another Competitive Examination by Pulkit Khare. Another very good source of preparation for essay and answer writing is to join Awdhesh Academy, where we have a full-fledged course on essay and answer writing. So this also you can consider. Let us now talk about Civil Services Aptitude Test Paper 2, which is mainly a qualifying paper. However, you should not take it leniently, and you should not take it casually, because sometimes even the best students lose because they don't score good marks here. And so here also one good source is to refer the book by Arhant Publication. The title of the book is Cracking the CSAT Paper 2. Another book is by Analytical Reasoning by M.K. Pandey, and then Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning by S.K. Agrawal. So these are the books which you can refer, and there is a full-fledged course on Awdhesh Academy also on CSAT Paper 2, and so you can join that course also. That will help you clear the concept and help you qualifying the CSAT Paper 2 also. Thank you very much for watching this course.